north to south. Handoff, loose football. Gallatin's got it at the Lebanon 39. It came loose, and right there to pounce on it, big number 60 for Gallatin, Brandon Boems, a 5'11", 182 junior, all over the football, and they've got the ball, linked to the ball inside the Lebanon 40, and the Gallatin Wave in business here early in the first quarter. Well, actually, we're midway through the first period. 6:15 to play. Quarter one, there's no score, but Gallatin now with a great opportunity after a Lebanon turnover.
Lebanon trying to run the belly play, the second man through, and a bad mesh between the quarterback Lanning and the tailback Ross.
Now it's Baker at the controls of that eye for the Gallatin. And he gives it to his tailback, trying to cut in there, hurdles a man, dives and plows and goes over the 35, down to the 34, to the 31-yard line. They'll mark it at the 32. Alan Sawyer's a 5'11", 172-pound junior, picks up the big gain, got 7. It's second down and 3 for Gallatin at the Lebanon 32.
The smokestack eye is a power offense. They're going to run it right at you between the tackles.
Baker underneath, sets his ball club. Second down and 3. They give it to Sawyers again. He's hit hard this time at the line of scrimmage, falls forward, may have gotten 2 yards. He's going to be a little shy of the first down. It'll bring up a 3rd and a yard. Nose of the football touching the Lebanon 30, just outside the Lebanon 30-yard line.
Quarterback Kurt Baker comes all the way to the sideline, Clyde, to get the play from Robert Lassiter, the head coach of the Green Wave.
Baker sets the ball club down. 3rd and a short yard. Long count. Baker going to do a sneak. I don't know. He may have gotten it on second effort. It's going to be awfully close. He may have picked it up, but it'll be close.
It is awfully close. John Bryan has got the eyeball down there on the field. John, what kind of spot was it?
Kind of gracious spot, looks like, Tommy. They're going to measure it anyway. It looks like from the point that he's got the first down. They're going to bring him out. The linesman comes over and gets the spot on the yard marker. I'm right beside the head linesman here. They're pulling the chain, and it's a first down, half a football.
Gallatin got very tight line splits. They were shoe to shoe and wedged out about a yard, which was 6 inches more than they needed.
Gallatin's first down of the ball game. They were 3 and out the first time they handled the football. This time they pick up a first down. Baker underneath, sets his ball club. Toss sweep Sawyer coming to the left side. Sawyer trying to slide outside. Hit, breaks one tackle, gets to the 26, down to the 25, inside the 25 to the 24-yard line on an outside sweep.
Gallatin shifted to the power eye look. They took that lead back. Marcus Williams offset him to the left. Took off on the power sweep, and even the quarterback, Kurt Baker, involved running interference as it was student body left for the Green Wave.
Wave has it second and 5 at the Lebanon 24-yard line. Baker sets his ball club. Sawyer again, right up the gut. Sawyer plows and dives, and he may have the first down. He crosses the 23 down near the 21, and I don't think they're going to give him that far on the spot. They're going to spot it at about the 22-yard line. So it's going to be just a little bit shy. They've got to go almost to the 19 for the first down.
Lebanon sends out of the football game a couple of players. Landon Baird leaves the game. John Miller leaves as Lebanon gets some more beef in up front. Coming in and playing at a defensive tackle, Josh Goolsby, 212-pound junior.
3rd and 4 for the Wave at the Lebanon 22. Baker sets his Wave ball club. Toss sweep near side. They give it to the tailback. Got a hole. Follows his blockers. Gets the first down. Crosses the 20 over the 19. Down to the 18-yard line. He had to make the 19 for the first down. He makes the 18-yard line. As carrying the football is Edward Parker, in the ball game carrying the mail. Parker will pick up 6. They needed 5. 1st and 10 Gallatin. They've got a drive going. This started at the Lebanon 40 after a Lebanon fumble.
Antoine Ross was in there defensively in the secondary. He's out of the game now as Lebanon goes back with Baird at the strong corner.
Gallatin has not yet put it in the air. As a matter of fact, neither ball club has. Baker, 1st and 10 at the 18. They give it again. Loss on the play. He may have lost back to the 19-yard line. Parker again. Blue Devils all over him. Schaefer's there, getting up out of the bottom of the pile. Trice is there. Big number 60 is there for the Blue Devils. That is Josh Goolsby, who just came in the ball game, and a couple more white shirts. Tommy, they had that one diagnosed pretty good.
They tried to come off tackle. Lebanon stacked it up with a lot of white jerseys, flowing people to the football, filtering through. No score as we near the 2-minute and 50-second mark of the first period.
Football at the Lebanon 19. Loss of a yard. It's 2nd down 11. Baker sets his team. Again, they're in that eye. Everybody in tight. Baker barking the signals. Quarterback draw. And they give it up the middle. Good faking there as they hand the football to 36. That belongs to Marcus Williams, and Williams squirts and dives up through there and gets to the 11-yard line, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
The belly option, they give it to the up man. A rare carry from Marcus Williams as he gets it on the midline option and picks up some big yards for Gallatin. 3rd down and about 2 now.
Gallatin on the move after the Lebanon turnover at their own 40. Baker sets his ball club at the 11, hands it off to Jaquez Williams, the big 6'2" sophomore, and he gets it just inside the 10. Give him about a yard and a half on the carry, and it's going to be 4th down now and a yard and a half. And will they bring the kicker on?
If they do, the kicker is Taylor Nolan.
They're going to go.
They're going to go. Gallatin, watch him getting those tight splits again, Clyde, trying to narrow it down and just root hog Lebanon out of there.
Blue Devils trying to hold. Ball inside the Lebanon 10. Baker sets it up. Hands off second man. He's at the 5, to the 4. Touchdown, Gallatin. As squirming through Jaquez Williams. Lebanon expecting that quarterback sneak again. And he gave it to Williams, and he's virtually untouched, except somebody may have had a hand on him a little bit, but not close enough for the tackle as he squirts into the end zone. And Gallatin goes out front 6-0 with 1:20 remaining in quarter 1.
They blew it open off the right side, and Williams scores. John, you've got the call of this PAT attempt.
Baker will handle the snap from center. Once again, Taylor Nolan, son of Billy Nolan, former Lebanon resident and Blue Devil standout athlete for the Green Wave, will be attempting this point after. And the flags will fly. I think Lebanon was in the neutral zone. So that will see what the white hat calls here. Going to be offsides against the Blue Devils.
Gallatin staff is telling them to decline that, John, so they will attempt the PAT rather than take the penalty half the distance.
Once again, the quarterback, Kurt Baker, handling the long snap from center. Nolan to attempt the point after. The snap is called for. It's back. It's high. It's down on the tee. The kick is up and long and good. Gallatin goes up 7-0. 1:20 to go in the first quarter of play. This sideline report is brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design, located on North Cumberland Street in Lebanon, across from Save the Lot. We'll take it back to the station for this 30-second commercial break.
Get on the board, taking advantage of a Lebanon fumble and going 39 yards in 10 plays. Jaquez Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run. Taylor Nolan kicks the extra point. There's 1:20 left in the first quarter. The score is Gallatin 7, Lebanon 0.
And Gallatin getting set to kick off. Jay Swan will do the kicking off duties for the Green Wave. They lead the Blue Devils 7-0. Minute 20 remaining in quarter 1. Swan's ready. Long driving kick picked up by Justin Jones. And he put a knee down, and they'll call him down. I don't really know about that. I don't know if he had the ball when that had gotten the ball yet when that knee was down. But anyway, we're going to take the football on our own 8-yard line.
Much like a third baseman or a second baseman will do, he goes to the knee. And as you said, Clyde, it looked like he was rising off the ground as he fielded that kick. Nonetheless, Lebanon will have the football deep in their own territory. John, what is that, around the 14-yard line? What is that?
That's right, Tommy. The ball is spotted right at the 14-yard line. Check it.
Boys, you're wrong. The ball's at the
8-yard line. You're right, Clyde.
Lanning underneath. Hands off. Driving over the 10 for about a couple of yards is Maurice Dobson, a 5'11", 162-pounder for the Blue Devils. He punches it out over the 10, gets about 2. They're going to give him the 10-yard line. So it's a gain of 2, second down and 8.
Lebanon with their third tailback so far tonight. Logue was the starter. Ross came in on the second series, and now we're seeing Maurice Dobson. Boo, the young man who went 81 yards from scrimmage last week against Columbia Central.
Lebanon with double wideouts. Jones to the near side. Defendahl to the far side, and they swing it outside to Dobson, and Dobson's got pretty good yardage, crosses the 13, 14, near the 15-yard line, and it's going to bring up a third down and a long 4 for the Blue Devils. Ball at the Blue Devil 15 with a 3rd and 4 situation coming up for Lebanon.
And the clock looks like it's going to run out here to end the first period. Lebanon will not break the huddle. Lebanon trails Gallatin by a score of 7-0 at the end of 1. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. This is Blue Devil football on FM 98.9. Replay, it's Saturday morning, and this is Lebanon Cable Vision 3, Video 1, Video Productions. Danny Bruner and Tick Bryan handling the camera and the video work for this Blue Devil replay, made possible by the efforts of the Lebanon High All Sports Booster Club. Lebanon on offense, 3rd and 4. As we start the second quarter of action, it was a turnover by Lebanon that gave Gallatin the short field, and they took it 39 yards, drove it in for a touchdown to take the lead as we enter the start of the second period. And here with the second half call is Clyde Harville.
Ball at the 15 squarely, the Lebanon 15. They've got to go to the 19 for the first down. It's 3rd down and 4 for the Blue Devils. Landon Baird to the near side. Kyle Schaefer split to the far side. Quarterback underneath is Lanning. Motion out of Maurice Dobson. Lanning wants to throw. Looks. Fires long. Missed his man. He was going for the tight end out about the 18. That would not have been the first down, even if he'd caught the ball. But the pass was wide, and it'll bring up 4th down and 10 for the Blue Devils.
First passing attempt by either squad here tonight as Lebanon tries to hit the tight end Neighbors on the drag route coming across the field. In to kick it away for the Blue Devils will be the junior Kyle Schaefer. Deep to return for the Green Wave of Gallatin is Edward Parker.
Parker will stand at the Lebanon 47-yard line. They expect to get this thing in good position. Schaefer, pretty good kick, drives him back into his own territory. Lebanon misses a tackle. 45 coming to the near side. They get him shy of the 50. Loose football. Blue Devils have it. And on the football for the Blue Devils is Robert Langford. And I think Langford is the guy that missed that first tackle but got up and then made the great play.
The man who knocked the football loose, Jesse Dillard for Lebanon. They are talking to the officials. There was a flag on the play.
Back at the 48. And I believe it's going to be clipping against Gallatin, so
they'll decline that.
They'll decline that. So Gallatin got a turnover at the Lebanon 40 and moved it in for the score. Now the Blue Devils get a turnover at the Gallatin 40. Let's see if we can push it in from there.
Terry Stafford, what about that play?
Tommy Schaefer's kick good for 38 yards down to the Gallatin 47, where Parker received it, retreated 3 yards, ended up fumbling, and Langford fell on it at the Gallatin 40.
Blue Devils in business at the Green Wave 40. Lanning, second man through. Dobson. Dobson's got some room. Slides outside, hit again. Crosses the 40 all the way down to the 36-yard line. Picks up about 4 on the play, and Gallatin defense very quick. Looked like Dobson was going to have a lot more yardage than that. But they come up in a hurry.
It's that speed Gallatin has long believed in defensively. You may knock them off the football, but they can run a lot of people back in there. We had good running, had some good leverage at the line of scrimmage, but Gallatin made a nice recovery.
Justin Jones to the near side.